Don't worry. Okay.
One. Sure. Yes, what's on your... You got...
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude. No, really, I should apologize. I should try to control myself, as you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with? Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere. Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether. You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites. The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require? A star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you? It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manaan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export Kolto, which is the only real thing they have to trade here. The Selkath think that by staying... Well, is there... Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Yeah, I can't talk now. I've got to get this Kolto loaded up before my shift is over.
Enough time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of Colto ready to load before my shift is over. We've got all the proper Colto training permits, so back off!
No problem. Didn't work.
Chuchopa. Kuyami, Juski, Chika Nai, Haku Chuchop. Hava.
Obey the laws here on Manaan, human.
The Force is not a thing to be trifled with. Continue to use it frivolously, and you may find yourself straying down the dark path. How can I help? Sorry. I'm just thinking about my mother. It's strange to hear news after all this time. It's quite distracting. Should we have the opportunity, I would like to find her on Tatooine. There's only one small colony there. It should not be difficult. It's not that I look forward to seeing her. I just can't...
Yes, what's in... You got...
Manaan may not seem very hospitable, but a surprising amount of trade runs through it because of the coal.
Bastila, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malak when they went to fight the Mandalorians?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even then I had the wisdom to obey the will of the Council. Unlike Revan.
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? Would Revan and Malak still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them instead of dragging its feet?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians, but the wisdom of the Masters saw beyond the immediate threat. There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown, how many more would have fallen?
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic was under attack, and the Order abandoned us.
We did not abandon you, but the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, I would have aided you against the Mandalorians, but you couldn't wait. Revan and Malak offered a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy path rather than the path of wisdom. Now we see the results all around us. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened to the Council, millions of innocent people would still be alive.
And every single one of them is speaking Mandalorian. I think we're done here. Let's just get back to the task at hand.
Manaan may not seem very... I can't stop.
got all the proper Culto training permits.
Hey, I'm working here. Go talk to the diplomatic rep if you got something to say.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away. Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith. In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now, excuse me. I have to continue my recruitments. Do you mind? I don't know if you've got what we're looking for. Jedi aren't generally suited to mercenary work. If you want, talk to Roland Wan at the Republic Embassy and see if he can find anything for you. It's north of here, just east past the first courtyard. It's just off the north end of the second courtyard. You can't miss it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I hear there's going to be a heavy meteor shower in the Coruscant system this year. Last time this sort of thing happened, they lost one of the orbital stations.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Manaan should treat us Sith better. Their day of reckoning approaches. The Selkath have forgotten the lesson of Taurus. Perhaps we should remind them.
I'm sick of hearing about Manaan's neutrality. It sounds like a coward's excuse not to fight, if you ask me.
hear there's going to be a heavy...
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I prefer to make my credits gambling. They don't bother me, and I don't bother them. You don't waste my time. They don't bother me. You... So clear.
Hey man, clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs. Ask whatever you wish, though you may find some of my answers distasteful. Manaan has no such things, unless the Selkath have them hidden away at the bottom of the ocean. Is there more you would know? Yes, I'm not surprised. I am not for... They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Eridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue. Ask whatever you... Yes, I'm not surprised.
And for a while, the Republic were hiring anyone they could get their hands on.
If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not maybe the... No, nothing. I even... So, if you're here to offer... Maybe... Normal... If there ever were any ruins on this world. Not really. I've got the... I'm a realist. And with... So...
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers. We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know? You're some kind of historian or something. You should forget about the past, look towards the future. That's why I joined the Sith. The Republic is old news. And then I get stuck on Manaan, the worst post in the galaxy. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, Kolto or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to... Oh, come on. What's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, if you're not man enough to keep up, who needs you? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round. Oh, it's you again. I probably should cut back, but I don't really want to talk about... Oh, see...
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
Are you hiring for the Republic or the Sith? Then why are you wasting my time?
I'm uncomfortable with spying on the Republic, but if we could assure the Selkath that they mean no harm, then perhaps it might be worth it.
And what if the Republic does mean harm, Carth? Will you tell them?
If the Republic did mean harm to the Selkath, then I want to know what the Selkath did to provoke it.
How very noble of you.
I heard the Sith.
I hope you're here to play.
I am not. Why do you care? Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with the mercenary. Perhaps. But my business with the Selkath is my own. An Irritorian has no friends, though I feel a strange kinship with you. You do not seem like the others of this world. Even the Sith here do not understand our kind. The Sith sought to buy my loyalty with credits, as if wealth could somehow quench my burning bloodlust. They would have been better off hiring a Johnny for the errands they had me running. The task paid well, but was boring, and beneath me. I was told to lure the Selkath youth to the Sith Embassy. Nothing more. I lied, I threatened, I promised, and I brought the most promising youth of the fish people to the Sith.
What then? What happened to the youths?
And there I left them. To what purpose I neither know nor care. Perhaps when the Sith learn I have betrayed their secret, they will try to kill me. I would welcome the excitement. Is there more you would ask of me, human? Yeah.
For a while, the Republic...
If you're here to offer, maybe...
Yes.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malik isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, not with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malik's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris? Malik could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
I cannot render assistance, citizen. Move along.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark? Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week. I always shop here. Tyvark's prices are the best in the city.
How can I help? Sorry. Should we have it? It's not the...
Yes, what's in your mind? You got it.
Don't worry.
Malik will show you Republic sicken me. What's this? Another Republic lackey wandering the streets? I have nothing more to say to you. I have important things.
Those Sith are always...
It wasn't for those damn Selkath new I suppose you're right. You probably know best. You are a Jedi, after all. I guess getting mad doesn't help any. Well, as long as the Sith stay out of my way, I'll stay out of theirs. I have to stop talking to Sith.
Chua Penki, Yun Patisa, Chiwi Aitaka, Chiwa Aitakan Kicha, Tong Hitwama Akiku, Chiwi Aitaka Tong Chicha, Agi Unko, Diskadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki, Tong Hitwama Akiku Tune, Potong Hitwama Akiku Tune. Chiwa Aitakan Kicha, Chiwi Tong Hitwama Akiku Tune, Potong Hitwama Aki, Diskadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki, Tong Hitwama Akiku Tune, Potong Hitwama Akiku Tune, Potong Hitwama Aki, Diskadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki, Smaktoma, Kuyami, Tong Hitwama Akiku Tune, Potong Hitwama Aki, Diskadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Chiwi Aitak, Chiwa Aitakan Kicha na Kupornibo, Kuka Kincha na Wabakon, Pichage Borang Turang, Nada Chiwi Aitaka Tong Chicha, Agi Unko, Chiwa Opa na Opa. Con mulis limo poi la boda na winki smaktoma da tuga ulwa la boda na winki smaktom ubaba.
Hey, Bastila, you ever use the force just for fun? You know, a little jolt to the force to trip up some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you've thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future. How can I help? Then
Hey there. Don't... Okay.
Welcome to Manaan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid. Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage. A beautiful place, Ato City. A paradise on the water. But remember, within the city itself, the Selkath have absolute authority. They're a tough race, but fair. Obey the Selkath laws, keep the peace, and you should encounter no problems. I assume you received a visitor guide to the city when you docked your ship. I regret there is little I can tell you that's not in the visitor guide, my good Jedi. My duties rarely permit me to venture beyond the walls of the Republic Embassy. Oh, of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council. An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manaan? Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first. We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Firaxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back. It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manaan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do. There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first? Good call. Just make sure you don't push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen. I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen. Please refer any questions to our diplomatic corps. Thank you.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
I can't talk now. I've got to get this Colto loaded up before my shift is over.
Sorry, buddy, but the hotel is closed. Ever since the murder, the Selkath have made me keep this place locked up tight. Only the Selkath authorities, and those authorized by them, are allowed in. This old Republic war hero by the name of Sunry was seeing the Sith woman here, Alasa. Well, they were seeing each other, but the other night a blaster went off in one of the rooms. Sunry got seen leaving the place, and the Sith woman was dead on the floor. But not everyone thinks this Sunry did it. So the Selkath are holding him in prison while the case gets sorted out. In the meantime, they closed down my hotel. But enough about my problems. You can't stay here while the investigation is on. You'll have to find someplace else to stay. Sorry. Sorry, buddy, but ever since the murder... A what? Nah, never heard of it. Now, this area is Me? Oh, right. But since the murder happened, I haven't exactly... Sorry, but ever since... Ha! They sent me a list of people to let in, and they're all Selkath. Somehow, you just don't look like one. Sorry, mate, but it's Selkath authorities only since the murder. You're gonna have to go someplace else to stay. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Ever since... Ha! This old... But...
Didn't work.
Street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street. Hiding behind the Selkath laws. Typical Republic cowards.
You here to cheer Cassandra? She's a fine racer.
Hey, you working for the Republic? You look like a Republic agent. You think you can impress... Back off, Republics! Back off, Republic scum!
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic. I have no desire...
Sorry, but you're too late to recruit. And why are you bothering me? Sorry, but... Hey, keep your lecture. Sorry. I don't have...
What do we have here? A lost off-worlder, perhaps? You're probably here for the swoop races. Track is through the west corridor. Get moving. I hate the rabble the races attract. They're always trouble. I'm no guide. The Sith don't... I am fond of the sport, true. But it's more about hating races I don't think should win than actually paying tribute to those I favor. Hookta Jax shows the proper spirit of competition, and it has brought him to the top before.
The Gamorrean? You're joking.
Brute force to the finish. He's very efficient. Hurry it up. This is a poor... Then seek out a helpful fish for us. What did you say? You don't want trouble. So, you have some courage. Even if you expected to live through my attack. The cell cap. Ah, so you wish to goad me into action, so the cell... You've made your jest.
What do you want, Reed? Go join the other... I will get tired. Nothing about the... I admire the
mercenaries.
She does have... Harriet. Grow some gills and... Hostile. Yes, Manaan is... Sit...
I don't know how much longer I can stay on this world. The cell can...
Sorry, but you're too late.
I don't know how much longer I can stay on this world. The cell can...
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed. Don't worry, junk man.
Move about your business, human.
Only people who have business with the Sith are allowed... Ha! We know who we have business with. If you don't know how to get in, then we don't want anything to do with you. Now back off. Go. Only people who... You can ask, but I... Who knows? Some scheming plot, no doubt. Hopefully the Selkath uncover it and ban the Republic from the planet. Is there any... I haven't the faintest clue as to what is there...
Kadus Jawara Bota Ayuat Tahunga Chakanki Dora. Kachi
Takom Justak Miki Grabel Mogo. Tong Hai Tuam Gigi Yumali Takom Justak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Aitha Odunga. Takom Justak Miki Grabel Mogo. Tong Hai Tuam Gigi Yumalith Pa Ang Yinkotu. Tong Hai Tuam Gigi Yumal Kavadumpa Kunpa Yiyamoka Pata. Takom Justak Yinkin Mut.
Huck the Jacks.
Queedle is the local.
Have you been to the swoop races before? You're probably here to see the more established racers. That'll be me someday.
Hey there. Okay.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kup.
What do you want? I don't waste time with fans. So if this is about an auto print, forget it. You can buy one when I get more made up. Leave me alone. I need time to... Well, get it over with. Of course you do. Everyone wants... It was, but I can't seem to get a... But this place is all... Not within reasonable traveling time. Huts aren't to be trusted. 2 years. Hukta is the thought, even if we look. Hukta, I don't know. You need money to come. Yeah. What? Are you... You're not getting anything out of me on this. Go away. I don't care who you are or what you do.
Mokau dang yapoki. Chachis.
Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu. Muchas.
Jawana bota ayuat tahunga chakanki dora. Kachi kui tiska du suki guba na bona na kachu. Tuinkotu. Topada bu.
That was an exciting time you turned in. Nobody else had a chance.
Could I get an auto print? You just had the quickest rise to sector champion that I've ever seen.
How can I help? Should it's not.
You handled that race like... Wow, you shot through the ranks here. Hey, I'm impressed.
Move along, Offra. Move along.
Go where?
Wow, I bet you could have won on terrace with times like that. It's a shame we'll never know.
Out of my way. The wrath of the Sith is a terrible thing. Remember,